Ooh, week 6. What a week. We had carnage all over the place, massive upsets. The big body ball top 10 brand new this week. We got a couple of teams moving in, a couple of teams moving out. But what a crazy week. Back-to-back weeks of just absolute craziness has brought us a new top 10. So after week 6, let's take a look at the top 10. We got Texas at number 1. That's new. Last week we had Alabama as number 1. They lost to Vanderbilt, in case you didn't know. Our number 2, we got Ohio State. We moved them up one spot. They really benefited from not playing this week. So we got Ohio State at number 2, and we moved Georgia up to number 3. They were at number 4 last week. So we still have them. We still think that they're really good. Their only loss is to Alabama, which may not be a good loss anymore. Oh, I'm just kidding, though. I'm sure Alabama will be fine. But then this is where it really gets crazy. Last week we had Penn State at number 7. We bumped them up to number 4. I think they've been looking pretty solid so far this year, and with everything that's happened, they still look pretty good. Another new one joins the party. We were a little hesitant to put Oregon in the top 10. This is actually their first appearance in the top 10 that I have here. I haven't been impressed with them up until this Michigan State game. I thought they just dominated Michigan State from start to finish. Honestly, that score wasn't even indicative of how that game went. Like, they should have won by even more. Oregon looked good on both lines of scrimmages. Michigan State couldn't do anything. So I think they have gotten out of their funk from the beginning of the season and have started to hit some stride. And we'll see them against their biggest test this weekend against Ohio State. All right, number 6, there's 2 spots that remained unchanged. Number 6, Miami, they remain unchanged, and this is like they're hanging on by hair of your chin here. 2 back-to-back weeks of just calls that pretty much at the very end of the game were determined the outcome. So they're barely hanging on, but we still got them at number 6. Alabama drops to number 7. Again, their loss to Vanderbilt, but they still have the win over Georgia, so still a pretty good, impressive resume right now. And 8, Clemson was the other team that remained unchanged. We kept them at number 8 from last week. And then 2 newcomers. We got Ole Miss joining the party. We bring them in at number 9. They had an impressive road win at South Carolina last weekend. And then we also welcome in Iowa State. We had BYU at the number 10 spot last weekend. I think both of them can make a case to be up there, but Iowa State, I think, has been looking a little bit better than BYU. Plus, I trust their roster a little bit more than I trust BYU. That said, the Big 12 is absolute, just they're eating each other up and swallowing each other. So it's like that could be whoever, in the Big 12 moving forward. But that's our top 10 after week 6. Follow Big Body Ball CFB on all social.